Hey guys, welcome back. You know I have been experimenting with intros and I don't just want to steal one.
What's up, Greg?
So I'll just start with what I think are the most visually impressive workouts. We might disagree on what a visually impressive workout is, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to get a bit political in this one if that's cool. If not, too bad. It's my channel, not yours.
Whatever, I do what I want.
I'm also pretty much always right. Nobody wants to argue with the guy in the wheelchair. Everything comes up Dano.
Burn it up, get a nice smoky smell in here, and let that smoke go into the sky where it turns into stars.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about stars to dispute it.
As almost everyone knows, the Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. In 1973, the Supreme Court determined people with disabilities fell under the Civil Rights Act. That did not guarantee things that would seem obvious, like wheelchair ramps on government buildings. So in 1990 there was a protest known as the Capitol Crawl, where multiple people crawled up the stairs of the Capitol building.
Way to plan, Dan.
The Americans with Disabilities Act was passed shortly after, which made it a requirement for any future public space had to be handicap accessible. Those are federal regulations though, and while I do agree that stuff is very important on the federal level, I would make the argument it's more of a state issue. Outside of the bare minimum, the federal government has no business passing laws that affect me. What do people in Washington, D.C. know about my life in Southeast Michigan? I have had a big issue with that since before I became disabled, specifically on the topic of education, but I feel like it affects me much more now. As you know from the Disabled Danny lore, I was in the police academy. When I was attending, it was in this building, which was a former middle school and actually in the city. It was surrounded by vacant houses and overgrown lots, similar to most neighborhoods in Detroit. Now it's in this building. It is the Wayne County Community College Public Safety Training Center. It is downriver, which is somehow an improvement. That's way too much seriousness for the Disabled Danny channel though.
That really got out of hand fast.
I want to use clips from Brooklyn Nine-Nine when talking about the academy because I feel like it helps cut the tension. Back to the goofiness. I stated I want to do commentary. But I know.
No, that's not what YouTube videos are
A
like.
big part of comedy depends on timing. I'm a big fan of improv and enjoy coming up with something funny on the spot.
Stuff down, suggestions for things they'd like to see, and we put a bunch of them in this hat, the good ones, not the crummy ones, and going to read them out and see how many of the performers can act out for us. Let's start with bad things to say to someone on their deathbed.
Along with timing being difficult, my speech disability rendered me incomprehensible, hence the need for a robot. And there's just no funny robots.
Hey, bite my shiny metal ass!
I also am incapable of doing stand-up comedy. It has to be sit-down comedy, which is a tough pill to swallow. I feel like most of my humor comes from other sources, so there's a weird case of imposter syndrome because it feels like I'm stealing. I haven't really figured out that line between inspiration and theft. I mentioned in the beginning how it would have felt weird to steal Danny Gonzalez's intro, but I'm literally stealing the cult thing from Eddie Burback. I feel like clips from TV shows acceptable to steal for some reason.
I'll allow it.
I should not get to arbitrarily decide what level of theft is acceptable. Regardless of if it's theft or not, it feels like I put a lot of work and effort into this, and I should be proud of that.
Art is a lie, nothing is real.
I like a lot of different video genres besides just commentary, like niche content as I mentioned, along with true crime, cooking, and football, specifically fantasy football. But I go back to being inspired versus stealing. Hint hint, clickbait sports. I also really feel the need to talk about this, despite the extra work. Alex Jones is an actual cartoon character.
I'm a human, and I'm coming!
You're literally not a human though, Alex. Regardless, the man is a modern-day snake oil salesman. Whether you think he actually believes the utter nonsense he spews or not, said utter nonsense is objectively hilarious.
Don't like 'em putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay!
It just feels awkward. I feel like that's a theme at this point, to try and connect with people without my actual voice. It's quite hard not to feel like I'm coming off as very fake. Because of my speech disability, I can't just sit and talk to you guys, Andy King style. It felt awkward, remember what I said about themes, to say that in the same section as robot jokes. Trying to be funny while trying to be simultaneously serious never works out. I also think that the awkward quirky thing as a personality is incredibly trite and I kind of hate it.
I'm not like other girls.
I try using clips from stuff I like, obviously. I shouldn't limit myself to TV though, hence the Anchorman clip. That being said, there's just so much to choose from.
I was very ferocious soldier in the Ottoman Empire, which meant a lot of killing, a lot of pillaging. I was relentless. They would call me Nando the Relentless.
Shit. I am not a jabroni. You are jabroni! 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 Jabroni!
Because I just never relent.
Another one.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Another one.
You seriously climbed all the way up here just to see what my bonus is?
No, I sarcastically climbed all the way up here to see what your bonus is. He said, sarcastically.
Another one.
I won't change my mind on anything, regardless of the facts that are set out before me. I'm dug in, and I'll never change.
One thing that I feel like I'm entitled to for some reason is being attractive to advertisers. What about this stupid channel is worth advertising on?
Thank you so much to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video.
Thank you so much to Vessi for sponsoring this video.
Thank you to Apostrophe for partnering with me on today's episode.
Anyway, you can get Disabled Danny shirts and Danny packs on my website, disableddanny.com if you want, but you know, I'm not your boss. You can join my cult, the Dan Fam, by subscribing. Remember to be gentle while liking this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.